You know, when you say you come to New Orleans, they say, why? Well, you like to eat? Best food in America. You like to party? Party all night. The bars don't have locks on them. They stay open all night. They never close. There's no licensing laws. People like to drink. Now, in this world of everybody is drinking fruit juice and eating vegetables, you know, it's anathema to New Orleans, but everybody likes to let their hair down sometimes. You know, however you are at home, you always want to go to a place that you could finally feel like you can kick back and really have a good time. That's New Orleans. That defines New Orleans.
Hi, I'm John Goodman, and this is my favorite place in the whole world, New Orleans, Louisiana. What we're trying to do here, what we're trying to accomplish, is a very, very informal guide to the city, as seen through the eyes of an outsider, someone who's grown to love the city, and an insider, someone who was born and raised here and knows the ropes. When I was a kid growing up in St. Louis, I used to hear about this mysterious port city at the other end of the Mississippi River where it flows into the Gulf of Mexico, and my curiosity was piqued. I finally made it down here in 1972 with a busload of fun-seeking fraternity boys, and we found our fun right here in the French Quarter. While I was down here, something got its hooks into me, something indefinable, something you can't see, hear, taste, or smell, but it got me. And I kept coming back. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was the ghosts of all the aristocrats, river gamblers, voodoo queens, scoundrels that have inhabited this city over the years. I don't know what it was, but I'm glad I kept coming back.
I want people to understand how great it is. And I think, although everyone knows they've heard of New Orleans, like I had, I don't think people in general quite understand how really great it is.
Just be prepared and be open to whatever might come your way, because if you let yourself open, experiences will afford themselves to you, and should be willing to step beyond what you think is appropriate for tourist behavior.
Whatever it was about the city that got its hooks into me, I kept coming back and back and back again. I made countless friends, fell in love, got married here, and I realized that it's important in a city like New Orleans with its rich history to have a friend here. And here's my special friend, Chappie Hardy. And he is the insider's insider, the tip man. Thank you,
me.
Chappie.
Fresh out the pot.
Where'd you get that from?
Cafe Du Monde, the world's most famous coffee shop.
24 hours a day?
Yeah, 365 days a year. Believe me, they've seen it all at the Cafe Du Monde.
Cafe Olé.
One way to define New Orleans is to take a look at its heroes. Right behind us is Jackson Square, and right in the center of it is the statue of Andrew Jackson.
One of New Orleans' greatest heroes.
Yeah.
General at the Battle of New Orleans, January 8th, 1815. He fought the bloody British at the town of New Orleans. Actually, it was down at Chalmette. But the battle was fought, I think, after the treaty was signed and the war was over. Nevertheless, there he sits.
Yeah. Jackson Square is the center, or was the center, of the old town.
It used to be called the Place d'Armes. It was a parade ground.
Yeah. But it's probably the most important piece of real estate in the country, as far as I'm concerned. And flanking it on the north and south sides are the Puntalba apartment buildings. They're the oldest apartments in the United States.
And over here we have the Presbytere flanking the cathedral and the Cabildo, where the Louisiana Purchase was signed, making Thomas Jefferson America's greatest bargain shopper. Pennies an acre.
Yeah, what
Help
a deal.
yourself.
Right. We've been into real estate scams ever since, guys. Anyway, this is where, if you get the urge to take a carriage ride, they line up right down here, and the way to get one is just to walk up. They queue up in line. Just walk up to the first available and tell them you want to take a ride. And it's a really great perspective on the city, because you're raised a little bit, and you can see the architecture from the angle the guys that built it saw it from. They were all riding on horses and carriages.
And a lot of the people who get into the carriage are already raised a little bit.
That's what goes on here. This spot, I mean, everybody who comes to New Orleans comes here.
Takes a picture.
A lot of pictures.
Jackson Square is the heart of the French Quarter, the Vieux Carré, approximately 100 square blocks of a time warp containing many of the city's better restaurants, hotels, galleries, and shops.
Not to mention an enormous number of bars, music spots, and assorted exotic entertainment. But most of all, it's a sensory montage. Sights, sounds, and smells best experienced on foot.
If the phone rang right now and someone said, I'm about to go to New Orleans, where should I go? I would have to say, wander. Just wander. I would say, don't have a plan. Just wander at will. You know, if you want a really good restaurant, look it up in the guidebook. If you want anything specific, I would say, just get off and have no plan, and don't have a map, and just wander.
Legendary Bourbon Street. We had to shoot here during the daytime because if it was at night, you wouldn't be able to hear us. It's with a carnival-like atmosphere, 365 nights a year. And Chris owns one of the top clubs on Bourbon Street. She was kind enough to lend us her balcony. And what a fine balcony it is.
There is so much stuff going on down here that you could spend days just wandering the French Quarter. We encourage you to get outside of the quarter because there's a lot of other stuff in the city, but you're going to want to wander the whole quarter. There are places to listen to music literally all over the place.
Bourbon Street has been home and training ground to many of New Orleans' greatest musicians. Dr. John, Pete Fountain,
Al
the Neville Brothers, Al Hurts right across the street.
Sharky Banana.
Harry Connick Jr.
All of them. I mean, every musician worth his salt has played Bourbon Street and paid his dues down here.
I played grammar school in McDonald 28, then the high school in Warren Easton, then the Conservatory of Bourbon Street. I spent most of my time there, you know, for many, many years. Learned my trade there. So, you know, that's it. But I've played in different marching bands as a kid. The Broad Street Social Life and Social Club.
You got a marching band right now, don't you?
Yeah, well, a walking club. It's called the Pete Fountain's Half Fast Walking Club. But that's stems to when you were a kid to watch all the walking clubs going by, and you wanted to get into something like that.
Yeah. Well, Pete, you are probably the most well-known New Orleanian in the world.
Oh, no, I wouldn't say that.
Well, I'd say you're among
almost.
Yeah.
Close, but
You in the top 3.
yeah, there's a lot of talent coming out of this town now. Wow. One thing I have, I've been recording since, oh my God, since I'm 16, 17 years old. I have almost 90 albums out. And when you put that many out through the years, you know, a lot of people will know you. And the time I spent on with Lawrence Welk, those 2 years, that helped get my name around. And being from New Orleans, that really opened a lot of gates for me, a lot of doors. And it's still doing it. When you say you're from New Orleans, it's, you know, you're welcome. It's just like a welcome thing. And it's funny because I guess they know that you love to live and live to love, you know. This is this town. That's gonna be my epitaph. Now, here lies Pete with his dancing feet, who loves to live and live to love.
People's eyes light up when you say you're from New Orleans, and they want to either know what it's really like, or two, they've been here, and they have very strong opinions about this city. People don't leave here ambivalent. You garner from it a sense of adventure and a sense of the spectacular in your life that you take with you everywhere you go. You can't leave New Orleans and be a boring person, I don't think. I don't think you can live here very long and be really boring.
One of the distinct ingredients in the character of New Orleans is the unique flavor of its neighborhoods. The French Quarter, obviously, is the oldest and gets the most attention from tourists, but it doesn't hold any patent on New Orleans' charm. Just about every part of town has its own name and unique identity, and several of them are worth pointing out. When you cross Canal Street and leave the French Quarter, you're immediately in the Central Business District, or CBD, where most of the city's commerce has traditionally taken place. You can't miss it. The Warehouse District is beyond Poydras Street, towards the river. It's a new arts and entertainment area of the city with loads of galleries, chic new restaurants, and old warehouse buildings converted into upscale offices, condos, and apartments after the '84 World Fair. The yuppies just love it and flock to each new precious renovation.
Here in New Orleans, we don't use north, south, east, and west like everybody else does in every other city in the country. The streets are laid out to follow the bend in the river, so if you try to ask somebody north-south, you're going to get totally lost, so don't even try it. The one place in town where you can be positively assured of a proper geographical designation is Lee Circle, right behind us. The statue of Robert E. Lee sits atop the 60-foot column where St. Charles Avenue meets Howard Avenue.
And the general resolutely faces north.
All day long.
When the general died in 1870, his loyal supporters in New Orleans raised funds to build him a statue, but due to reconstruction, they had a little problem, 14-year problem, and the statue was finally erected in 1884. And when the YMCA built a building across the street, the local joke was to remind the general that Yankees might come again.
Also of significance in this corner is the K&B Plaza over here. They have some really nice sculpture. And inside in the lobby, there's a gallery that's really worth your attention if you're interested in art at all.
Lee Circle, about, what, 10 blocks?
Yeah.
10 blocks up from Canal Street, and it's a nice little walk, and it's worth seeing.
The Garden District is extremely exotic in the sense that you will see houses there that you just won't see anywhere else in the world, and one after another after another. And you suddenly get a telescope vision into the past, although it's still very much present, though most of them are single-family homes still. So it's not as if it's a dead thing. It's very much alive.
Still heading upriver, when you cross Jackson Avenue, you enter the Garden District, the elegant residential neighborhood thought by many to be the prime real estate in the city. It extends from St. Charles to Magazine Street and from Jackson to Louisiana Avenues. The houses are gorgeous, huge, sprawling places surrounded by beautiful gardens. Many of these homes were built by wealthy planters from upriver and other businessmen who needed a home here when they came to town. If you're interested in architecture at all, you'll definitely want to spend some time here walking around in amazement. This entire section of town is a real treasure. Britannia Street is the main thoroughfare through this district, but all the side streets are worth a look-see. You'll love this. Beyond Magazine, going towards the river, you enter the Irish Channel, or the Lower Garden District, as preservationists, renovators, and real estate agents are fond of calling it. This is where the immigrant labor force moved, the folks who came to New Orleans to help build the city and its canals and bridges. It's been the target of selective gentrification for the last 30 years or so. Many a young New Orleans couple bought and renovated their first house here. Once you've crossed Louisiana Avenue, you're heading into Uptown, the residential heart of the city for many locals. Both Loyola and Tulane universities are here, right next to each other on St. Charles Avenue, across from the main entrance to Audubon Park. It was named for naturalist painter John James Audubon, who received much of his inspiration for his Birds of America series there.
I'd certainly take a streetcar ride and get off at Loyola and walk across the street to Exposition Boulevard and just walk through the park all the way from St. Charles to Magazine. I lived there for quite a while, right on the park, and it's a spectacular part of town that a lot of people don't get to see.
You know, getting around New Orleans is really pretty easy. This is the streetcar line. It's the oldest continuously operated streetcar line in the country. It runs from downtown all the way up St. Charles Avenue, and it turns onto Carrollton Avenue, goes all the way to the corner of Claiborne. What does it cost to ride this thing?
Buck.
Cost a
When I
buck?
came down here, it was a quarter.
First time, yeah.
4 times as much. Outrageous.
But it's a great way to see the city. You can get on it downtown, you can ride up through the Garden District, see all the pretty houses, and it's really a pretty good idea to get off right around here. This is called River Bend. It's where St. Charles Avenue runs into Carrollton Avenue. But there are a whole bunch of businesses, there's shops, there are restaurants, there are really great things around here. And people really seem to enjoy it.
They owe me money.
People seem to have a good time riding on the streetcar.
Yeah, it's a nice leisurely ride, and there's worse ways to spend a buck.
Yeah, there are.
Get out of the quarter. Come on down here.
Yeah, and right around here, you can't miss the river's right over here on the other side of the levee. You can walk up there and see the river. Camellia Grill's over here, my favorite hamburger in the world, plus a ton of really wonderful spots. This is a good place to browse around.
It's a good place to hear music up here, too. There's
Madigan's is right over there.
the Maple Leaf.
Yeah, we're only about 4 or 5 blocks down from Oak Street, which has a bunch of really great night spots.
The kids dig it.
Right. Not for us old fogies.
Heck, it's not. The streetcar line may end at the corner of Carrollton and Claiborne, but there's plenty of city left for you to check out. If you continue in the same direction the streetcar was heading, you'll come upon that broad expanse of town known as Mid-City. When you hit Canal Street again, you'll notice you've looped your way all around town and are headed back downtown. And in just a few blocks, you'll come across one of the most significant waterways in the city's history. Since we're in the Bayou State, we thought we'd show you a bayou. This is a bayou, more specifically the Bayou St. John, one of the reasons that New Orleans is where it is today.
You know, if you look at a map and you look at the city of New Orleans, it's really an island. And Bayou St. John connected Lake Pontchartrain with downtown New Orleans. This was an old Indian trading route where they'd bring goods into Lake Pontchartrain and they'd bring them right up the bayou and then portage them down to the French Quarter, to the French market.
Down to where the French market is today.
Yeah. There are a lot of examples of interesting kinds of architecture around here. You take a look at this house back here, that's the Pitot House, which was named after the first mayor of the incorporated city of New Orleans. And that's an example of, I guess, West Indies
Caribbean-style architecture. And, well, a lot of people say that New Orleans isn't really connected with the United States. It's more like northern Costa Rica.
You know, it never ceases to amaze me. People come to New Orleans, they hang out in the French Quarter, they walk up and down Bourbon Street a few times, they throw open their shoes, they go home.
And they've seen New Orleans. Right. That's what we're here to tell you about. This is City Park, one of 2 large parks in New Orleans. The other one is Audubon Park. It's uptown. You can get there on the streetcar line. City Park, I think, is the 2nd largest park in the United States, and it is breathtaking. It's
It
really
really is.
beautiful.
It's a wonderful park. I mean, there's a casino here, there's tennis courts, there are golf courses.
There's statuary that dates back to the Roosevelt administration, WPA projects.
Right.
Tad Gormley Stadium, where the Beatles played in '64.
I was there.
Were you really?
I was, yeah.
And they're using it for the Olympic trials this year.
Also, the New Orleans Museum of Art, which is really a wonderful museum, is out here. Christian Brothers School. There's a botanical garden over here that's got just incredible landscaping. It's really a wonderful park. People tend to overlook it when they come to New Orleans. They want to spend all their time walking around the quarter. We really encourage you to get out and see the rest of the city. There's a whole lot of stuff
A
here.
whole lot to see. A whole lot more to offer. But don't jump off this bridge. There are alligators in here.
Right, and
There really are.
And there's about maybe 2 feet of water. So if you want your knees up around your neck,
Cannonball!
try it.
If only to underscore that New Orleans is essentially an island surrounded by water. We're sitting at the city's northern boundary, Lake Pontchartrain, named for the Comte du Pontchartrain, who was France's marine minister.
This is a huge lake. It extends 25 miles by 40 miles. It's gigantic, 1,000 square miles. And people from New Orleans come out here in the summertime and spend a lot of evenings along the seawall here. It's a really beautiful, cool spot. People fish and crab and things like that.
Jeff, if I'm not mistaken, isn't this particular point a very romantic one?
It looms large in my legend. A lot of young lovers come out to this particular spot. It's called the Point. We've got the yacht club behind us.
That's one of the oldest yacht clubs in the country, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Southern Yacht Club?
Yeah, Southern Yacht Club. And people come out here and spend time to just catch the cool lake breezes in the evening.
Because it do get hot down here.
It does get hot, but it cools off in the evening, and this is a great place to chill.
Yeah.
There's one more neighborhood you need to know about. You can't visit there anymore, but you can certainly recognize his influence all over the city.
You don't have to spend much time in New Orleans to come across a number of references to Storyville. It's one of those words that seems to fit New Orleans like a glove. And its origins are pretty interesting.
At the end of the 19th century, prostitution was rampant in the city, and a do-gooder city alderman named Sidney Story railroaded an ordinance which basically condoned a red light district as long as it remained contained within a specific 30-square block area. All manner of hell-raising went on, as you can well imagine. The surrounding areas were also jumping with saloons and dance halls. A number of historians and scholars argue that jazz music was born in Storyville. Unfortunately, they didn't issue birth certificates back then for things like that, so nobody really knows for sure. If it wasn't actually born in Storyville, it certainly learned to crawl, took its first steps, and grew up there. Before the Secretary of the Navy finally shut down Storyville in 1917, the musicians were out of here, up to the big time, like Chicago, New York, and the West Coast, where they built huge careers. The area that was once Storyville is now the Iberville Housing Project, and it's not a good idea to wander around there. The beautiful Victorian architecture that dominated the neighborhood was totally razed to make way for progress. The only thing that remains is a historical marker, but the name still has significance.
Just the name Storyville has the greatest connotations because Storyville, the district, which existed for 20 years, from 1897 to 1917, it really defined New Orleans nightlife. You know, Jelly Roll Morton playing piano in those whorehouses and then going on and playing jazz and defining jazz. I mean, I have to feel that the nightlife, the feeling, the stuff that came out of Storyville had a great deal to do with the world's impression of this fabulous city.
Well, that's our overview of the city. It's certainly not a complete tour, but it'll give you a pretty good idea of what you can expect when you come down.
Yeah. And, you know, one of the really great things about the city is discovering your own favorite places you just happen onto when you're wandering around.
Like I said earlier, this town has a way of getting its hooks into you. God knows I look for any excuse to come down and just relax, have a little fun, and poke around. I never get tired of it, and I'm always finding new, interesting places to go and things to do. The people are just great. I've never been to any place in the world where people are more receptive to visitors. They want you to have the best time you've ever had in your life anywhere.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah. Talk to them. They're usually more than willing to share their love of the city
and information about their favorite places it'd take you years of snooping around to find on your own. This place is special, a treasure, and we hope this little tour has helped convince you that you need to come down and experience it on your own.
Yeah, let us know what you think.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
They're dancing in the streets of New Orleans, and we're right in the middle of the Mardi Gras party. Entertainment tonight has the spirit for this Monday, February 22nd, 1993.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Entertainment Tonight. I'm John Tesh.
And I'm Mary Hart. Party on down, everybody. The city of New Orleans is caught up in Mardi Gras fever, the festival feeling that kicks off the carnival season every year. We have a report now from our special correspondent, supermodel Carol Alt.
The streets of New Orleans are one big 24-hour-a-day, non-stop party.
This is my first Mardi Gras in New Orleans, and life as I know it will never be the same. Right, guys?
I hit the streets of New Orleans to join the party and to take in all the sights and sounds of Mardi Gras.
I guess this is the spirit of Mardi Gras. Thank you.
The one thing I had to experience was a pastry particular to New Orleans called the beignet, and the place to get one is the famed Café du Monde.
1, 2, 3. Everywhere you turn, people are dancing and singing in the streets.
Including me. So many people get into the act that there is almost a traffic jam of musicians and dancers. Of course, Mardi Gras is synonymous with party, party, party. I ran into actor John Goodman at one of the biggest parties that filled an entire block at the Ernst Cafe.
Throw them out to the car.
I gotta make sure I don't, bonk anybody in the head, right? Or is that the whole idea?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's Mardi Gras.
The name of the game is Deeds, Deeds, Deeds. And some people do just about anything to get them.
Mardi Gras is also about parades, and they happen day and night. Everyone turns out for the parade. A big one called the Endymion features stars John Stamos, the Beach Boys, and Steven Seagal.
People are just getting crazy and hysterical, and it's an experience.
One of the biggest of them all is the Bacchus, or the god of wine, for those of you who don't know. And the king of today's Bacchus parade is Harry Connick Jr.
And then there was the Bacchus Ball, the hottest party at Mardi Gras. Here celebrating the night away, King Bacchus and New Orleans legend Al Hirt.
Did you ever in your wildest dreams when you were a little kid ever think that you'd be the king of Bacchus?
I gotta be honest with you, Jumbo. It was the greatest honor to be asked to be king.
From parades to the local music scene to crazy street parties, Mardi Gras offers an open invitation for everyone to let loose. For Entertainment Tonight, I'm Carol Alt.
Thank you, Carol. Tomorrow is Fat Tuesday, and Carol will be back with a report.
Good
idea.
in New York? Oh my God. Do a sweep. Happily ever after.
that we go over to Lori's house now. It's also in the movie Rich in Love or Too Much Love or whatever it is that's just opening. That's the West Bank where Lori lives. And here is the Iwo Jima. It's docked here from the Persian Gulf. Marty. This is the Mississippi River. And we're at Riverfront, which is the mall. And there's Glory. Good morning, Glory.
I'm watching the Sailor Boys.
We're on our way to cooking school. That'll be our next adventure. Here's the Iwo Jima. Let's see if we can find some Boeing. I don't see any. Oh, maybe there's some there. There's a tourist stop. Going to end on the bridge. There we go. CJ's up that way.
How many of you are familiar with the route? Okay, how dark do you get your route? There's a fine line between brown route or just white route or burgundy. And of course, that takes a little doing. If I can find my here.
The world's largest revolving cocktail lounge with the grandest view in all of New Orleans. The river depth is 150 feet. It is 2,000 feet wide. 3.5 million gallons per second. And we have 90 miles to go to the Gulf of New Orleans. 90 miles. We're on top of the World Trade Center, overlooking the Aquarium of the Americas, the New Orleans Convention Center, Spanish Plaza, the Riverwalk, and Jack's Brewery. 407 feet high. Show them Algiers Landing, zoom in over there.
Where's that?
The restaurant we're going to.
Oh, Algiers Landing?
Yeah, that lovely brown shack. We're going for lunch there Thursday.
I zoomed it in.
Yeah. It's made out of all used wood.
Sounds like John Papik's restaurant.
He could open one, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
All those relics he's got, let's hang them on the wall. That's your fashion. So nice. Yeah, but we're going to go take our camera back to the car. Because it's
Kind of like a helicopter ride.
I'm going to go to the film and then we'll have a drink of
Okay.
I may not make it that far. Finish with the paper?
Good.
Tenneco Oil Company, right?
Yeah, way on the left, by the boats out there.
Mm-hmm. Where's Greta?
Gretna?
Gretna.
Oh, way over here by the end of the bridge.
Hey, where's Greta? She's at home.
I love the bridge. What is it?
The muddy Mississippi. The mighty muddy Mississippi.
This thing that looks like an eagle on a pole, that's the what, Lori?
Where? Picking up on that barge?
Yeah. This was the what? No, not on the barge.
Those red things on toothpicks? That was the gondola ride right across the river during the World's Fair.
1984, right?
Right. And the convention center down here, which is coming up, was all part of the World's Fair.
That's what I'm talking about. But nobody wants to maintain this, right?
Nobody wants to buy it. They sold the gondolas. You know, a guy bought them. He bought dozens of them.
For ski things?
No, he bought them for his chickens. Put them on his barn and his farm.
Are you sure that's not John Popick?
It was his cousin.
And this bridge is what?
The Greater New Orleans Bridge.
The what? The Greater New Orleans Bridge.
Or
Okay.
the Mississippi River Bridge.
Mississippi. Here's the other part of that
It's coming.
gondola ride. But this is the bridge we cross every day to go to Lori's house. Her house is over there in those trees.
Right in the middle. We got lots of trees.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty soon we're going to see the Hilton and the convention center.
If I look down here, there's the Iwo Jima. And there's where we just went to cooking school. The convention center. I'm just looking around here.
Okay. That's only a quarter of it. We'll be drunk by the time we get around the city. We're going to get you more film, too.
There's the Riverfront Center. Riverfront Center?
Riverwalk.
Riverwalk.
Right down there, on the other side of that little tower.
And here's the Hilton.
Just a little piece.
It's up there, so.
Piece of the Hilton.
Yes, you can.
And
Yes, you can. I'll zoom them in. Here comes the floats over from Blaine Kern. See it? Yes, I can see them. See the tractors, Daddy?
did you show them? Did you show them Mardi Gras World?
Yeah, Mardi Gras World was back across the... Well, let's go back. Let's follow the bridge all the way back.
Oh, that west thing.
There, we're back in the West Bank now. Now we're going to go to Mardi Gras World. This is, see them all getting ready? All the floats. Mardi Gras World. They're all lining up. Staging area, Lucy. Lining up all those floats. Right in front of the convention center. See, they're coming off the bridge. Let me see. There's the bridge. There they are. There they are coming off.
Yeah. Oh, we had a good
There's my baby up there. Baby's way up there. Way up there in St. Louis. There's that swimming pool. Right there. That's an apartment complex. No, I'm taking it slow.
All I see is tops of buildings.
Yes, you can.
This should know.
Canal Street. Look at the floats flying out. We're trying to find the hospital.
This is the French Quarter over here. See St. Louis Cathedral right in the center?
Yeah.
And then in front of it, on each side is
St. Louis Cathedral right there.
Yeah.
Except I've got a wire in my way.
Now let's get on the other side of the curtain. Coming out towards the river there are the original apartment buildings, first built in the United States. Fontavla building, Command Fontavla.
Ooh.
And that gray building is Jack's Brewery.
Where? There's the church. Right there, the white. That's the Jackson Brewery right here.
Which they made into a big shopping center there.
Okay. Yeah, it's like Pontchartrain. This is French Quarter with Bourbon Street.
Further down the Pink building.
Right there.
And the red one, the next red one is the Mint. Way in the back.
There it is, the French Corner, yep.
In the back.
Mm-hmm. Wait a minute. Can't walk and shoot at the same time.
Most blind people could make it. I'll lead you. We'll find Louis. There's Louis Armstrong right there.
Shut up.
Over there's Louis.
Oh, let's zoom it. I can't find him. There he is. Let's zoom. There are people that are impatient here. Yes. I got that. Woo! Woo!
Taylor Dane!
Woo! Woo! Woo!
Come back!
Woo! We're just using up film, you jerks. Because this is about as close as I'm going to get. Better than walking in snow like I was at the beginning of this. Look at this. That's for Andy at the hospital. He should have one of those little things. Whoa, wait a minute. This must be the one that Zulu's going to ride on. Oh, look at this man. Oh.
Part Indian.
Yeah, oh boy, oh baby.
But he does have a seat. Looking for a date.
This one?
Yeah.
He's got a Honda, I might. Mobile.
What a thrill. Getting desperate. Come on.
We've been talking about doing this.
Oh, we only got 3 more. We might make it. Wait a minute.
See where I'm going.
In just a minute, we're going to step up, right? Now. You did good.
Yeah. You gotta keep one eye closed.
Tell them about
there's my float. I'm gonna ride on this one, the one with the pumpkin.
You want to be Cinderella for a day, huh?
Yeah, maybe Mr. Arl.
There's an Oriental one.
I should have got that camera with the stabilizer.
Yeah, isn't that too stable, right?
Well, we've been drinking a little bit.
There's the nails they throw off of the float.
Oh, yeah. Yep, right there. And here's mule tates or whatever.
Mule.
Okay, bye for now.
And come by the skyline, please. We need somebody to invest. It's just a little ski lift going across the river. Come on, Paulette and I will help you load up the people. Bruno can manage the money.
Right, and that goes over to West Bank where Laura lives.
Yeah, charge him $4 or $5 for a ride.
There's a car.
It's all ready. The car's...
Tina's the little boy.
And who is that masked man? It's Bedlam on Bourbon Street. New Orleans. There is no place on earth like it. All year round, this great city they call the Big Easy is an exotic gumbo of soul, sex, and sin, of wildness, but also of wonderment. It is never more so than during the 12 days of Mardi Gras, which went out with a bang just 2 weeks ago. The whole world seemed to be there, or wanted to be, drawn to a city where anything goes, drawn to the Bedlam on Bourbon Street.
I used to have...
They call us the Big Easy here because we are laid back and relaxed, casual and accepting of people of different varieties. We have not got a trace of the Puritan ethic in this community.
How fun, huh?
Jeff and Connie Accord and their 7-year-old son Jonathan are about to enter another dimension.
Look at, they have signs up there that say Mardi Gras already. Pretty neat, huh?
Not the Twilight Zone. At least not quite. It's New Orleans during Mardi Gras. It's a long way from their home in Southern California.
Remember, you have to stay with me. Stay safe.
Is there one thing in particular that, as a family, I mean, you're particularly looking forward to here?
Just getting away from our hectic life and just having a good time together. Oh, God, we made it.
Joining them is an old family friend from Vermont, Marty Martinez.
Yeah, we did it. And what about you, Jonathan? What do you want to do here?
Have fun.
Yeah? What are you looking for? What do you want to see?
Animals.
Well, New Orleans is different from the rest of America.
Peggy Wilson is a member of the city council, New Orleans born and raised.
How would you characterize the city?
Well, first of all, let me say that New Orleans is slightly decadent. And although the church is the center of our universe, we have a little bit of a decadent attitude. We have an attitude of tolerance about people because no matter how drunk anyone has been all day on Mardi Gras Day, and no matter how many times they might have sinned, they're sorry the next morning and they're at confession.
Tolerance and decadence take on new meaning during Mardi Gras when Bourbon Street and the rest of New Orleans erupt with a wild celebration of 67 parades and countless parties.
Yeah! Hooray! Hooray! This is the spectacle of life that we look forward to and the ritual that we want to celebrate each and every year.
Stan Wright and his friends are having a little party to get in the mood for one of the biggest parties in all of Mardi Gras. They're members of the crew of Endymion, a club named for the Greek god of eternal youth. and they're 5 hours away from their annual parade.
We all know that the ladies like to receive the special beads.
They'll be throwing beads to the crowd. It's a Mardi Gras ritual.
We know that, they will do what it takes to get those kind of beads. And sometimes, hey, the Monsignor's here, be cool. Now, we know that they will expose themselves, they'll lift up their shirt. I do ask you this, okay? No touching. Act first class because we are first class. Everybody enjoy yourself and have a great time, okay?
Before the afternoon's performance begins, the Monsignor is excused.
You're going to give us all absolution.
You're going to give them absolution for this? You know what's happening in there?
No. I guarantee you this isn't what you think it is either.
That's kind of what I thought it was.
While Stan Wright is hiding some things from the Monsignor,
we need to get some postcards.
Connie and Jeff Accord are trying to hide other things from young Jonathan.
What are you getting? What are you getting? Okay, Jonathan, that's enough.
Yeah, that's enough.
Penny.
Stay with me.
Most people wouldn't think of this as a family vacation.
That's true.
Now,
that's true.
During Mardi Gras.
Most people asked us, well, where's Jonathan going to sing? So well, he's going with us. And they said, well, you really want to do that? And we're, yeah, well, we can take care of him. We know what's safe, what's not safe.
Parades are safe if you're fast enough.
Throw me something, mister.
Yes, and you're going to have
Going to a Mardi Gras parade is more than just a spectator sport.
You ready? You ready? Throw me something, mister.
It's a competition to catch the beads and other trinkets that are thrown from passing floats. It's also a competition to see which costumes are the most outrageous.
Let me see what I'm wearing. Oh, my God. They always make us look like we're feminine, huh?
What is this?
All right, well, it looks like a conquistador. Conquistador helmet, right?
Yeah.
And, I don't know, this looks like my wife's nightshirt, I think.
You don't feel a little silly?
Not yet. Maybe soon.
What do you think, Hansel or Gretel?
People who are seeing this will think, these are all grown men. I mean, what do you do in real life?
I'm a board-certified financial planner.
Right.
It really is my one day to shed my business clothes and to become a fox or to become a court jester. And I think that's what the excitement is and the mystique is that no one's going to know the man behind the mask.
Now, you have ceased being Stan Wright financial planner, and you are now...
I think I am Mr. Conquistador. Yes, happy Mardi Gras!
Where's Bourbon?
Let me see.
Okay.
Where are we going?
We came out here, we walked down this way.
We need to go up.
Which is left.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay, we're going up. Come on, babe. Looking a little rowdy.
Hold my hand, okay?
My.
Hold my hand, okay?
What do you think of New Orleans so far, Jonathan? Is that good or bad?
G-O-O-D.
G-O-O-D, spells good. You're liking it?
So far.
Okay, so far.
I need some more experience.
If it's experience he needs, 7-year-old Jonathan is about to get some.
Sort of getting close to the belly of the beast.
Wild. Well,
how far are you going to go?
I'm not sure. Until something he doesn't need to see happen. You doing okay?
Yeah, we should probably make a turn pretty soon. What do you think?
Loud.
It's loud? There's a lot of people here, huh?
It's probably time for Joshua to go home and go to bed.
There you go, my brother. Enjoy yourself at Mardi Gras.
Later we'll find out about the effect Mardi Gras beads have on some people.
Oh, I don't want these long beads. Yeah, show it to us, baby. Show it.
and just how much of Mardi Gras Jonathan's mother really wants to experience.
You're witnessing a highly sophisticated conversation. It's between the BMW 325i and the driver. It's not based on the language of words, but of feelings. How the wheel feels to the fingertips. How the pedals feel to the foot. How the seat feels to the body. But what's truly amazing isn't that this entire conversation took place in just 2.7 seconds, but that it took place at all.
My name's Lisa Mickelson, and I work for MCI. I'm Wilma Knox.
I'm Jonathan Shaw.
If you're thinking about joining MCI and Friends and Family,
This is the month to do
if
it.
you join this month, we'll give you a whole month long-distance calls free.
Absolutely free.
You can call as many times as you
We'll
want.
talk as long as you want.
Free. The basic word here is free.
It's up to $35 worth of free long distance. And at our low Friends and Family rate.
That's a lot of calls.
If you've been thinking about joining MCI and Friends and Family, you picked a great month.
MCI and Friends and Family. There's never been a better time to join.
I can't keep this secret. So when I heard Lipton Recipe Soup Mix changed its name to Lipton Recipe Secrets because it makes terrific recipes, I had to tell Joan.
They did more than change the name. Now, there's a new flavor. Savory herb with garlic, made specially for chicken. I couldn't keep that to myself.
We love chicken. And those herbs, a touch of garlic, makes any chicken taste... Well, see for yourself.
Lipton Recipe Secrets. The secret worth passing around. Lasers. Satellites. Cellular data networks. What exactly are we preparing for? UPS introduces Total Track, the only tracking system that can confirm delivery of your air and designated ground packages coast to coast in seconds.
Was signed for at 9:26 this morning.
The arms race may be over, but the package race is just heating up. Prepare for a television revolution. Killer whales, from vicious predator to one of man's best friends.
How'd they do that?
How'd they do that on a special night Saturday? Their fights usually woke the neighbors.
I was ashamed, so I lied.
This one was very different.
You're under arrest for the attempted murder of your wife.
But if you think you figured out the dark secret they shared, you're not even close.
I am not crazy.
Peter Strauss and Judith Light.
Larry, what are you doing?
Men Don't Tell. Sunday.
If you're a cop in New Orleans, Mardi Gras is a big headache. If you're assigned to the French Quarter, it's even worse. And here in New Orleans, they call this fun.
This is fun.
This is fun. Trying to get through Bourbon Street during Mardi Gras. These people, believe it or not, are here for pleasure. But there are others out in this crowd who are here to do business. Illegal business. I mean, what is the business?
The business is pickpocketing.
Police officers. Don't go in my pocket. And in this crowd, even the cops are victims.
He passed by, and he stuck his hand in my pocket. I had to dig his hand out of my rear pocket. He was trying to steal my police radio.
Sergeant Louis Dabdou heads a special tactical squad. Their target tonight, pickpockets.
They come here to hit the pockets of people here to have a good time.
Man, I pulled your hand out of my pocket.
It's a big business, and it's a big business for us, too, on Mardi Gras hand. It's a priority for us.
Sergeant Dabdou plants a decoy officer along the parade route.
We set Kathy up to be the typical victim, with the purse over our shoulder, paying attention to the Mardi Gras crowd.
Within moments, the trap is sprung.
Tried to rob our decoy officer. He hit a purse. He had a gun on him also.
You're standing there in the crowd with your purse.
With my purse on my shoulder, and I could feel him in my purse pulling towards me. And when I turned around and grabbed my purse, the force pulled me into him, and I could feel the gun in his waistband.
How often do you run into these people, the pickpockets, with guns?
A lot of people out here carry guns.
We got a good one. This is a dangerous one.
Back on Bourbon Street, there is mayhem.
Hey,
It may not look like it, but it's controlled mayhem.
Yeah, man, you gotta go. Pick it up and go.
Get your money, your beads, and go. For beat cops Steve Arroyo and Kurt Letelier, Mardi Gras is the ultimate challenge.
Unreal. Welcome to the night, man.
The job tonight... 3 blocks straight ahead. 1 block before you get to Canal Street. Part tour guide. 1 block. Put your hands over there. Behind your back. Part tough guy. Put them behind your back.
Is that like illegal? Yeah, you're under arrest for urinating in public.
Sir, what was I doing wrong?
You're urinating in public.
You know, people live there. That's somebody's entrance to their apartment.
I don't get arrested in New York, and I get arrested in New Orleans during Mardi Gras.
Your parents live back in New York?
Sure they do.
Say hello to them on 48 hours?
Mom and Dad, hello? I cannot believe this.
You know what?
What?
I bet they can't either.
I know. Too bad you're right.
How important are the police here during Mardi Gras? Very important, especially the hawks. A real crowd to turn. People know you're out here. They're not going to do anything really wrong. Mardi Gras wrong, but not really wrong. Mardi Gras, what's the difference between wrong and Mardi Gras wrong? Well, there's some things you can do in Mardi Gras that you can't do in the rest of the year. Like what? Give me some examples. Sure, you for one thing. We kind of overlook that, you know. Mardi Gras spirit, I guess.
We're going to get the stretchers in, and we're going to take them back over to EMS. It's right around the corner on the left-hand side.
What's going on here? Possibly OD'd on some type of drug, possibly heroin. EMS unit out here, they're going to do the necessary first aid, put him on a stretcher, transport him to nearby charity hospital. How much trouble do you have with drugs? Very, very seldom you have a problem with drugs. It's mostly an alcohol problem. Just booze. A lot of booze. A lot of booze. It's after midnight, and the crowd keeps building. Kurt Letelier and Steve Arroyo seem to be bearing up.
Hanging in there. Tired.
Sort of. But after all these years, have things really become believable instead of unbelievable?
I'll never believe this.
Mardi Gras!
I said it, call it stormy Monday, baby. I'm begging you.
People here in New Orleans get involved in music not for the purpose of making music to make money, making music to make hit records, making music to get famous. People here do music because they love to do it, because it permits us to express what's in our heart and our soul and to share it with other people.
The streets in New Orleans are also home to the internationally known recording artists, the Neville Brothers.
What is the difference between all of you and those musicians I see in the streets?
There go I, but for the grace of God.
Don't take away my baby. Don't take away your love. Don't take away my world. The baby I need.
Even more than the Beatles are to Liverpool, the Nevilles are New Orleans.
Don't take away my baby.
It's Mardi Gras week, and they're rehearsing.
American music was born here in New Orleans. Louis Armstrong took it to the world way in the 20s and 30s and everything, you know.
And we taking it to the world now.
Right.
Don't take away my baby. Oh, no.
Music is what our lives are about.
This wouldn't have happened like this if we hadn't have been brothers, I don't think.
Well,
you know.
the family that plays together stays together.
Art is the oldest.
We always gonna be together, you know.
Then Charles, Aaron, and Cyril. They've been together through the good and the bad.
Right now, you're one of the best-known musical families in New Orleans. Was there a time when you had a problem finding a place to play?
We play like the white clubs, you know. You'd go in, like the dressing room was the back door. You know, you couldn't go no further than that. It was rough for black musicians back then in them days.
This is where the Neville brothers got their start. It's not the French Quarter. It is not a hot tourist spot. In fact, if you come to New Orleans, chances are you won't come over here at all. But if it's not the heart of the city, it may be its soul.
How you been? Hey, man, how you doing? I was born when we was living in that house.
The one that's boarded up?
Yeah.
It hasn't always been that easy, has it?
No. Matter of fact, it was kind of rough at times, you know.
In 1967, as a solo artist, Aaron's record, Tell It Like It Is, reached #2 on the charts.
So somebody would say, well, you have a hit record, you'd be rich.
Yeah. Well, like I said, somebody got rich.
You didn't?
No.
You bitter at all about that?
No, I ain't got time for that.
Lovely lady.
Aaron never got royalties from the record because he says he signed a bad deal. It was 20 years before he could support his family with his music.
I was a longshoreman, I was a truck driver, I was a ditch digger, whatever, you know.
God was just your little boy.
I'd be in the ship holes, you know, like working cargo on the docks, you know. And I'd sing, and the fellas would say, man, you don't have no business down the ship hole. You're supposed to be up there on TV and, you know. I said, no, man, I'm supposed to be down there. When it's my time, I'll be out there, you know.
Like mother did to me.
Along the way, he was also a heroin addict and twice went to prison.
I was into the drug thing and whatever, you know. But something inside me would keep me from doing that, you know. But it saved me. Like if you see my earring, the St. Jude Help of Hopeless Cases, and Saint of the Miracles, well, I feel like I'm a miracle. I made it, you know. And when I sing for all the people that I met along the way that didn't make it. I always tell people I had a song, they didn't have a song, you know.
And I know. Teach me how to pray.
Come a long way.
Yeah, I know.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do? My brother, yeah. Tell me your sorrows, tell me your fears. My brother, I'll always be here.
How would you describe what you do together?
We have a gumbo, and all kind of different ingredients. Well, it's different ingredients goes into what we do in it.
In just over 48 hours, the Nevilles will be trying out their new material at legendary Tipitina's.
But Tipitina's is special to us because like that was the first place we played as the Neville Brothers as we are now.
And it's in our old neighborhood too.
Is Thursday night a big deal?
Mardi Gras, Tipitina's, is that a big deal? Oh boy, is it.
And we'll join them there later in our 48 hours.
Tell me your sorrows, tell me your fears. My brother, what you gonna do?
It is said that people of New Orleans are devout believers in their right to drink.
When did you first start drinking?
Let me see. How old are you in 7th grade?
Like, come on.
Like 12.
That's 12 years of age.
Okay, 12.
It's the home of the Go Cup. But instead of coffee, here it's liquor to go.
I mean, I've always had sips of my dad's beer ever since I was a little bitty. First time I really got drunk was the night I turned 15 years old.
I've been living here all my life, and this just seems regular to me. You know, if somebody goes in there and buys vodka or gin or whatever, it's no big deal.
It's no big deal because of a confusing state drinking law that seems to make it easy for kids to get alcohol. The legal drinking age in New Orleans is 21. But here's the tricky part. While it's illegal to drink, it is not illegal to sell to kids between the ages of 18 and 21. Figure that one out. They put the burden on the purchaser and not on the seller. So they're really what they're doing is asking the teenagers to break the law.
Jackie Shreves is the founder of the Parents Coalition, a group trying to tighten up some of the drinking laws.
It's impossible to enforce. The police know it, the bar owners know it, and the state legislature did that on purpose.
But the road to reform may be all uphill. In New Orleans, alcohol is a regular roadside attraction. Where else would you find a drive-through daiquiri stand?
We can get a 190 octane or a triple bypass, either of which I'm sure will help us on the road.
I can help you?
Triple bypass?
$3.25.
Okay, thank you. What's in that?
It's 190 grain alcohol and vodka.
Okay, thank you.
And while it's illegal to drink and drive, even that law has a New Orleans twist.
Holding this drink like this is legal. That's fine, as long as the top's on it and the straw's not in it, that's okay.
And if I put the straw in?
That's not legal.
So what do you think of that?
It's kind of crazy. I mean, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Why do you care?
Because I have children. Because I have teenagers. I've been raising them in this city, and it's difficult.
It's difficult because some of Jackie's biggest critics are in her own backyard. What do you think about what your mom does? Jackie's daughter, 14-year-old Ashley, and her friends.
I think it's stupid, and I mean, I don't see any damage done. I don't know if it's ever going to really make a difference here, because it's so accepted.
It's not just the teens who want to keep the alcohol flowing. So does the local liquor lobby. The Louisiana Association of Alcoholic Beverage Licensees has fought any attempt to change the city's liberal drinking laws. But those same bar owners, so outspoken in city council, would say nothing for our cameras. What you can see on camera, our hidden camera, is teenage drinking everywhere.
What's in your hand? Here.
She says she's 15 years old.
Anybody and their dog can drink beer. Anybody. You don't have to be 18.
All right, now how old are you?
17, 16.
Under no circumstances, even in New Orleans, is it legal to sell to teens this young. But we found them openly and fearlessly drinking beer on the sidewalk.
Now, when I found you guys standing here holding your Budweisers, was this an unusual night?
No. Not at all. Not at all.
Normally we be drinking vodka.
Where do they get alcohol? We asked the three teens to show us just how easily they could buy drinks at a bar.
A Budweiser.
At our request, they bought but didn't drink. What did you buy?
Budweiser.
Bourbon and Coke.
And did anyone ask you for an ID?
No.
They took us to another bar they say has served them before.
I said 3 bourbons and Coke. And he served it.
Did anyone ask you for an identification?
No, nobody.
Is that the way it normally is?
Yeah. And I look young. I know I look young.
The next day, we returned to that bar. Last night, we followed 3 kids in here. 2 were 17, 1 was 16. None of them were carded, and they all were able to buy drinks.
Right. We're in here? Yep. That's it. I don't know.
But does this happen normally?
Yeah, I would imagine it happens everywhere. You know, sometimes they slip through. You know, the way I see it being a bartender, the drinking law is whatever my boss says. You know?
And that's not going to change anytime soon in New Orleans. The city council has put off any debate on the drinking laws. Parents like Jackie Shreves are on their own.
Most parents just throw up their hands and say, you know, I can't do anything about it. You can't lock a kid in from the time they're 13 on up. You can't. You just say your prayers and hope that they come home at night.
Still ahead on 48 Hours. The biggest parade of them all.
Greatest free show on earth.
How far will they go for what they want?
Oh, my God.
And one of the smallest parades. Why was it shut down?
There's a black Mardi Gras and there's a white Mardi Gras.
Binghamton's Flag Roofing Company are celebrating Broome County in March. Enjoy complete entertainment with daily performances of Waiting for the Parade at the Ciderville Playhouse in Endicott. How did dinosaurs become extinct? Find out at Dinosaurs and Killer Comets, the Link Planetarium Show at Robertson Center. And Shakespeare's Macbeth is being performed this weekend at Binghamton University's Anderson Center. Check your Celebrate Broome calendar for more information on what's happening in Broome County in March.
You can just kind of feel the excitement and the adrenaline in the air. Get you all pumped up and you get ready to do it. First we put the hood.
Stan Wright is about to begin a ritual he's taken part in annually for the last 19 years.
Then we put the mask.
After sunset, 40 marching bands, 27 floats, and 1,200 fellow members of his group called the Crew of Endymion
Then we put the hat.
will accompany Stan as he rides atop this float through downtown New Orleans and into the Louisiana Superdome.
Besides my marriage day and the birth of my children, this is next on the list.
Giving it to them means giving them beads, lots of them. Over 5 million strands will be thrown to a crowd that will do almost anything for these trinkets that are essentially worthless.
Oh, hey, yeah, happy Mardi Gras. They'll have in excess of 1 million people on this parade route tonight.
Including the Accords from California, young Jonathan and his parents, Jeff and Connie.
Oh, thank you.
They've only been in town for a day, but already they've adopted the local customs. What all are they throwing?
Well, some beads, whistles, coins, plastic vegetables.
Plastic vegetables, did you say?
Like a bell pepper.
Plastic bell peppers.
Yeah, I've got to have one of those. That's it, plastic bell pepper.
What is this? Plastic bell pepper, a whistle. This was a very good month for you.
Yeah, show it to us, baby, show it. Lots of the ladies clamor for these beads. They love these beads.
Mardi Gras can have a strange effect on some people.
Greatest free show on earth. Yeah, a new look. Some of them will expose their body parts to show you where those beads will be draped. What are you going to do? What? What do you want? Oh, my God. Sometimes we're not the free show. They are. Yeah, I want you to have them. I want you to have them. Come on, I want you to have them. I want you to have them.
What is your goal now?
To earn beads.
Earning beads can inspire an ordinarily reserved suburban mother to show a side of herself not often seen in public.
All right, which one do you want? You, how shall we say, earned some beads.
Yes.
How do you explain that to your son?
That this is a party and we're having a good time, and just hopes that his back's turned. Okay, you have sweet dreams with Daddy, okay?
That problem is solved when Jonathan's father puts him to bed,
All right. We're out of here. Back down to where the party was.
freeing Connie and her friend Marty to go out on the prowl.
This is not the plan that God has prepared for his people. I see a lot of sin.
You was fun. I'm having a blast. I've got a week to enjoy all of this, and then I go back to my life.
And Stan Wright,
Who wants this? Come on, let's hear it. Let's hear it. Come on.
he has barely an hour left in the ride of his life.
If the crowd stays, I keep on going. The excitement and the exuberance of the moment just is overwhelming. There's something about the adulations that you receive from the crowd, and it somewhat affects your ego.
Yeah! Happy Mardi Gras!
It makes you feel like you're on top of the world and like you're the king for the day.
I'll see you back there, honey.
Just one more gigantic party inside the Louisiana Superdome.
Yeah, Mardi Gras! Yeah, Mardi Gras!
And this king for a day turns back
Wind that bell!
into a board-certified financial planner.
How was it? My ego was never bigger. The gratification I got out of this was never greater. My goodness. My goodness. It was one of the most fantastic times I've ever had, and I've been riding for 19 years, and I'd have to say this is one of the best.
I mean, like I say, there's a white Mardi Gras in New Orleans and there's a black Mardi Gras in New Orleans.
Both traditions go back well over 100 years.
We say hail Rex!
Blacks choose not to dress as European kings and queens, but as American Indians.
When we were slaves, the red man was the first person to accept us.
Larry Bannock is known as Big Chief.
This is my way of paying respect to the red man.
Now, who designs this?
Me? After I started sewing it, I just started playing with it. You try and give it dimension. Turn it over.
Preparing for Mardi Gras is his full-time job.
Some say it's hard work, but I think it's more dedication. It's more of what's in your heart. This is the one, the hunter. He's hunting. Tomorrow morning, when I put this on, I'll become the hunter.
This is the Proteus Den, where the floats for the Proteus Parade are stored.
As for the oldest all-white crews,
there's nothing like these floats.
This is their tradition.
Proteus itself has been going since 1882.
This year, these floats will never leave the warehouse.
Well, the crew members have decided to not parade.
Proteus and two other all-white crews are leaving their floats in cold storage rather than comply with a new law prohibiting racial discrimination.
And the idea of being told that you have to take in members that you don't want to.
Beauregard Bassage is one of the old-line crew members.
Your personal opinion, should they be integrated? No, I can't see it right now. I really can't.
I think they got caught up in a tradition that enhances racism and discrimination.
Dorothy Mae Taylor is president of the city council and sponsor of the ordinance banning discrimination. But the members of these crews say, look, it's a matter of tradition. Nobody's being hurt by this.
To deny a little black child the opportunity to be able to relate or to identify with a person on the float, you're saying nobody's being hurt. That child ought to be able to identify and say, hey, one day if I want to, I can ride on that float. Simple as that.
But it's not so simple.
Let's hear it for the Zulu Parade! Yay!
According to public opinion polls, the majority of the people in New Orleans, white and black, oppose the new law.
It's something that people grow up with, and they just don't want to see that changed.
Robert Coconut. Your coconut. It's 1217.
This is a neighborhood community thing. People from the neighborhood coming in, working together, putting it together.
Do you have whites?
No.
Why?
Where's their white? Don't try and say we's prejudice. It's a thing of doing your thing.
Say mighty fine morning, boy, we're going to tell them what it's about.
And this has always been a black thing. It's tradition.
Hey, I don't know if I was Hey, they want to play and you gotta have soul.
And this is white tradition, a masked ball for Proteus members only.
The critics say that behind those masks are some racist people.
I think they're totally wrong. I think what we are, we're traditionalist oriented. We're not racist at all.
I cannot support bigotry in anything, but if I'm going to have a family reunion, I'm only going to have the members of my family to that particular reunion.
Members of Proteus cling to their separate ways, even though it means celebrating Mardi Gras with a parade of mini floats.
Frank asked Gail. Gail got it.
Oh, here.
Across town, the Mardi Gras Indians worry about their own celebration.
Almost. Mardi Gras morning, I pray. But after I get off my knees, I'm an Indian, a Mardi Gras Indian.
Good. Let's go.
Small groups like this Indian tribe are exempt from the ordinance banning discrimination, so they're free to parade. The chief and his braves meander through their neighborhood, looking for other tribes. It doesn't take long to find some. When they face off, it's not to fight, but to compare costumes and the skill of their beadwork.
He's his own judge. He know he lost.
Whatever's next.
We going downtown.
They have a police pass to parade through the city streets.
Mardi Gras, our Mardi Gras, once it's in your soul, it never comes out.
Suddenly, the celebration takes an ugly turn.
What in the world is this all about?
Where the police treat us, police in the front, police in the back. That's the rush you to make you get off the street.
Police claim it's because the Indians were blocking traffic.
Now, we're supposed to be able to stay on the street till 12 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, and it's 6:15.
This is the only Mardi Gras parade police break up.
What does that say about the spirit of Mardi Gras, though?
That there's a black Mardi Gras and there's a white Mardi Gras.
Good evening. I'm Craig Wolf. Action News coming up in just a few minutes at 11. We'll have the latest on the investigation into the World Trade Center bombing, plus details, some new developments tonight on that standoff in Waco, Texas between federal agents and a religious cult. Bob Buchanan will have the details on this snow, Dave Moulton, the sports, and a lot more coming up at 11.
Drama. Picket fences Friday.
Ours is truly an amazing planet. 169 countries, 24 time zones, and 1,700 American Express travel offices worldwide. In places like Kuala Lumpur or Sri Lanka. Actually, there's 2 there. So you can replace plane tickets, traveler's checks, a lost card, even in Abu Dhabi.
But you can't get your mail forwarded there.
As a matter of fact, you can. Now, with a Visa card, you could probably get help at some foreign bank. But with American Express, you can get help virtually everywhere on the globe. Well, not everywhere.
At Ford Motor Company, we're already building vehicles that meet California's strict emission standards for the late 90s. We're the first U.S. manufacturer to build a car with CFC-free air conditioning. And we'll soon have a fleet of electric vehicles on the road. For us, designing quality cars and trucks means keeping an eye on the big picture.
At Ford, we understand that the quality of the environment is one of our greatest responsibilities.
Ford Motor Company, quality is job one. It's working.
Once you discover that Kellogg's Frosted Flakes have always been fat-free, you may find they taste even better. Fat-free Kellogg's Frosted Flakes.
They're great! If we were to take the shells out of Velveeta shells and cheese and add rotini pasta and tender broccoli to our rich, creamy Velveeta cheese sauce, you know what would happen? Something good. Try Velveeta rotini and cheese with broccoli.
The Neville Brothers show at fabled Tipitina's is about to start, and Charles is getting ready.
This is the essence of New Orleans right here. This is the real deal.
This isn't drugs, this is ginseng.
Have your money ready.
Like the Neville Brothers being Tipitina's on Mardi Gras 1993. That's it. You can't do any better than that.
You want this one down there?
Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't be Mardi Gras without them. Neville Brothers. Let's give it up.
You will dance. If, you know, people, I've seen people try not to, and their bodies just wouldn't go along with it, you know. When you go to New Orleans, that's what's happening, that this music touches your human spirit.
Every year since they got together, every single year, they've played here at Mardi Gras.
It was a teenage wedding and old folks wished them well. You could see that Pierre truly doesn't matter was there.
These brothers, this music, only in New Orleans, where the good times as well as bad times indeed do roll to a special beat.
Mardi Gras really never stops in New Orleans. It just takes a rest. I love it. You know, I love the attitude of it.
This city lends to and caters to a party atmosphere. And quite frankly, people who leave the city of New Orleans and go to another city to live miss the city terribly.
Christmas, New Year's, none of that don't mean nothing. This is what we live for.
We're existential here. We do it. We live it. We don't really think about it so much. And so it flows right from the heart.
And just like we are members of one family, most of the people of New Orleans really kind of have that family feeling that if you're from New Orleans, you're somebody different, somebody special, you're here, we love you.
Been a long week, not too much sleep. Looking forward to the end.
Down here, they say you can measure the fun by the amount of garbage swept away after Mardi Gras. This year, the fun weighed 1,800 tons.
Even Stan Wright knows every party has to come to an end. The end of Mardi Gras brought on Ash Wednesday.
Turn away from sin. Be faithful to the gospel.
The Christian season of repentance.
Turn away from sin.
It's all part of what folks in New Orleans call the rhythm of life. I'm Dan Rather, and that's 48 hours for this week. Coming up next.
Largest upstate anyway. And the pipe bands that felt very good about Binghamton, the ones that had been in there here in the past, we've got a lot of good feedback from them. They look forward to coming to Broome County, and we look forward to having them.
More than 50,000 people are expected, and over 100 organizations will march. Now, the parade kicks off at 1:30 at the corner of Court and Fayette Streets. It ends at Binghamton High School. A lot of politicians will march.
Be Andy, if I took. Cute. Can't you say happy St. Patrick's Day? The family. This is like a real home movie. The S-end of a llama with adornment. Lucy taking pictures of a llama. Do they spit? Isn't he beautiful? A firebird for the state police. Again. Andy, do it again. Salute. All right. A close-up of Andy Correa. I'm taking Rita. Rita! Zoom! Zoom! Oh, look at her. Isn't she pretty? An Irish person. There!
You guys are warm enough. Oh, yeah.
Of the size of her hip. Oh. Yes, let's get a shot of that. Yeah. There we go. No, the spread is more by the day. And she's wearing flats this year. They're black pumps. And there are the AOH ladies, not too many of them because of the weather. Yes. They are quite fair weather paraders, aren't they? What's this, Luce? This is St. Catholic High School. Hello. They're having an after-party parade, but we don't do that. I've paid them enough money in my lifetime. We don't know what that is. Thank you, Broome County. I think that said. Chow. Chow. Oh. Are we supposed to bring our cans? I brought mine. Did you bring yours? No, I didn't. I won't said anything. We have the Hawk, WHWK. The breakfast flakes, are they on there? No. There's some guy with a beard that we don't know. Pitching a free ride. Oh, I hear pipes, don't you? Yes.
We should get some parade ready to go.
We're on extended play. Lucy, who might we have here?
I asked the bagpipers. I think they're from Albany. They don't seem too cold. We must be used to it.
We're looking at the snowflakes.
Looking at the pipers. Two snowflakes. This is one. Again, the first for us. No, we're from County. They're from Binghamton.
All right. All right.
Here we have coming upon the dinner. Yeah, here we have coming upon us the
Aviation Order of the Hibernians. Here's Murphy carrying the flag. Here we have Mike Curry. Eugene Flood. Wow. Zoom in on Curry. Curry, give us a wave.
Okay, here it is. Where's the wave?
All right, we're zooming. We're zooming. Mr. Flood. Some of the more prominent Irishmen in the community. And the ladies. Our Lady of Knox. I don't understand that. Rosemary! Rosemary! Hi, sweetheart! We're high-tech this year. Irish dancers dancing in the friggin' snow. And the men are sitting at a table. Irish pub representative. All right. And they all look like... I love the men sitting. And there they go. Broome County Transit, God bless you. Oh, let's zoom in on Jim Talon. Jim Talon, come with us. Timmy Griffin. We're all represented here. Harry Lewis on your far left in the light green jacket, Johnson City Mayor. Also across the street neighbor of Judy Olsa. Oh, dignitaries. Our dignitaries are there. Hey, Tim!
He's right over there.
Jeez, I'm gonna get you. Does your wife know where you are?
Yes, she does.
They're mostly Italian, but we don't care. Here we have the Knights of Columbus in their hoops. Hoops. Up. And here we have Binghamton's finest, BPD. On your far right, Heslin leading the game. Look at the chaplain. He's waving to the kids. Let's see. I can't. Let's zoom in on Andy. Andy, we got to zoom here. We're high-tech.
Listen, you're getting your money's worth out of it. I made it.
That was sweeter all day. Canada just put a few days ago. Go ahead, Lucy. Who's this? Doug Grace, officer of DARE. Keep kids off road. Hey, Bill. Job. Turn around, hon. Turn around. There's his children. He got an award this year, didn't he, Lucy? Yeah. DARE Officer of New York State. Hey, there's Dave Moulton. We'll zoom in on Dave Moulton. We don't give a shit. We'll see him at the BC Open. He seems okay. Better than Mitch Rose. WBNG TV 12. In the fire distance, you can hear the pipers from Westchester County in their kilts coming along with the Binghamton Fire Department. Hear them in the distance, aren't they swell? You can make me kiss my hand. Here they are. Oh, yeah? Yep. And you're right, Kevin Burns. Honored many years as the Irishman of the Year by Westchester County. And here are our beloved Westchester County firefighters with their pipes. Turn! That's right. Amongst the snowflakes, here are our beloved DFP medics. On the right, trying to fight with some pervert named Jim Burns. Let's zoom him in. Did they promote you or something? Stout-hearted men.
Black Island. Black Island.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
Bringing up the rear. What happened to Johnson City? Is it all the firefighters they have? Bring more next year. Hey. That was the highlight of our parade, don't you think, Lou? It certainly was. Our beloved paramedics from the fire department of the city of Binghamton. Absolutely. Okay. Hey, I wrote him a card. Okay.
That's the FBI band.
Right here, in these cars. There's a big torch coming loose.
I recognize the dog for you.
There's our courthouse. Who's this?
And here we have the New York State Police Department.
In there, is that a Camaro or a Firebird?
Appears to be a Firebird. They're not fighting crime at this time. Others are doing it for them.
Is he cute? That's the question. He is cute. Whoa, all right.
And here we have yet another fight band coming up Court Street. In the distance is the security neutral building of Binghamton West.
Could this be? No, this is a Riverside Drive nursery. I'm sorry, I was looking for my friendly pharmacist, Marty Fox, but looks we're crooked here. Oh, no. Well,
here we have Snow White and the dwarf. I don't know if there are 7 of them today, but there are some dwarfs with her.
Well, I think they're the dwarf dweebs from Coronary 2.
Snow White happens to be Nancy Nagel, daughter of Lori Nagel, who works at the Ideal Senior Living Center as a bookkeeper.
Thanks for that info. Oh. Addie, this is for you. I thought you'd like these old cars. You can tell me what they are later.
They're from Moosic.
Oh, Moosic, Pennsylvania. Hey, let's get this guy in the back. He's waving. Hey, this reminds me of Helen Dara's Mercury. Binghamton Public Library is in the background.
On the right of your screen is Daniel S. Dickinson standing in front of the county courthouse.
Oh, yes, ma'am. There it is. So we zoom it.
Please do.
We'll zoom it. There he is, Daniel S.
They
Dickinson.
were going to remove him, but protesters saved Daniel.
This is also the movie lot from Lieberstrom. Right, Lucy?
Yes, it is.
Yes. This is the McLean's building. It is a cast iron building. Actually, in the film, it was the Ralston building. And there we have the Tainted Tower. And this is the Marie Midland Bank, which was also the hotel in the movie Lieberstrom.
Yep. This is the Cream String Band from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Especially here today for the pleasures of the viewers of the St. Patrick's Day Parade in Binghamton, New York.
Lucy taking pictures of the Cream String Band. Is he cute? Yes, he is. Woo! Look at him. Oh, they're adorable. Woo!
Binghamton, New York, into the snow belt.
We have coming up here the
organ transplant recipients.
It looks like orcans. And their families. What have we got coming up here now?
We have our friends, the Lockwoods, with their pet llamas, who are annually in this parade, and their visors and their St. Patrick's Day finery.
I think one spit on me one year. They're pretty though.
Yeah, they raised them.
Hey, look at local plumbers. Anybody we know? Anybody need a plumber? And the Celtic kazoos. Lucy's back up on the sidewalk now. She's afraid she'd be absconded.
You never know with these kazooers.
Hey! Hi, how are you?
That'll be a good one for the collage.
Hey, are these guys BC Open people? Oh, it's Bill Flynn.
What sort of a toupee is he in this year?
Yay! Let's hear for the Irish!
Yay!
The Italians!
Yay!
Not your rugged crooked, Bill. Now here we have the Maine Community Band, ever faithful to this annual St. Patrick's Day parade.
Oh, what's next, Luce? What's coming?
Appears to be some Clydesdale horses, aren't they beautiful?
Look at those feet.
They're painted green.
Oh, they are, by God. Look at that. Close up, Lucy, close up. Lucy getting a close-up of the green. Oh, my God, they've stopped near us. Don't poop.
I hope they don't take a large shit right here.
They're not. They're moving on. Oh.
I smell an odor, don't you, Paulette?
Oh, God. Smells like our barn used to.
Yeah.
Pipers.
And yet more pipers to add to the festivities of today.
Lucy will tell us who, hey, this is the guy with the leopard skin. He's warm, isn't he?
We saw him preparing for the parade, trying to get warm.
Let's listen to the music. Can you tell me what this is?
Parade, Binghamton, New York. Decorated for St. Patrick's Day.
Miss Teen Syracuse, 1992. I mean, isn't that kind of like...
We can't see her. Oh, are those her feet sticking up through the rear window?
Well, she was old anyway. It was 1972. Who have we got here?
Not your local hometown florist. We have Old Madigan Floral, South Washington Street, Binghamton. And a man in a kiwi hat.
Right there.
A fine hat. How you doing? Wave.
This is from the Windsor Child Care. Oh, it's the Pink Panther.
From the back.
Yeah, from the back. Well, we're getting a cross shot now.
Give me a member, Viva.
I've got it on now. Here's my boss from the pharmacy, Marty Fox, and his children. They're jumping up and down to keep warm.
Good news in education. Catholic schools of Broome County. Give them your money, and they'll teach you well.
And there's his lovely wife, Bernie.
Former head nurse on orthopedics for 1 month.
Hi, Bernie.
Catholic kids. I don't know them, but they got to be okay.
Sheriff's Patrol.
Wait around LA.
Stout-hearted man.
Hi, Dad. Where's your car?
Broome County Sheriff's deer.
Oh, yeah.
God, she looks kind of like old Lucy. This is the queen of what?
The elks.
Ah, I'm sorry. With, let me see, is that still flowers I'm looking at?
Seems like they're picking around part 2.
Oh.
Oh, she is an elk. That's on. Yeah, she could be from Ross Park.
Neat car, we know him. Oh, look at the dog. Let's zoom in on the dog.
He's waving at us.
He's a little Pekingese. They're kind of cool. It's not a convertible top down.
Oh, we have the American Red Cross with Dracula on the top of it.
Oh.
He jumped off the truck.
Well, maybe he'll come back.
Dracula.
Oh, I can't see him. He's too far away.
We have the American Red Cross disaster services, followed by yet more pipers. Dracula.
Oh, I love this kid. Isn't he great? And horses. Lucy, they're about as ugly as their horses.
At least. So we're hoping, once again, they don't shit in front of us, so we don't have to mow them again.
A horse dancing. Dancing with horses.
In green socks. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. It's enough. Tina.
I have to get a picture of our famous courthouse here.
More of our wonderful parade. More pipers from Binghamton. Sorry, I take that back. You're from Middleburg, New York, all the way up in Binghamton for St. Patrick's Day.
We may see them again, maybe at Hunter Mountain, right, Luce?
Yes, we may.
Oh, if they shoot their guns off, I'm going to die. Do it again, Oscar. Hey! Baby!
Hiya, sweetheart.
Oh,
Boy, you're looking good.
There's Mrs. Oscar.
How you doing?
How you been?
Who's this? Who is this?
I'm having a lawyer write a letter to them and put the thing on the outside, then you
Fireage. Get a little mango fire here. Except he's not showing us. There he is. I think this is the end, no? Just take it to the end. bus.
It's tough.
I got him. Do we know him? Here's the guy that
brought the raccoon over.
Here's the guy that let us in to the Suns.
You're usually here before.
You weren't open. Hey, this is Sheila. Everybody's here. Mary Jane's working.
Why wouldn't we be here?
Well, how come it was closed?
Quarter up, they were open.
Oh, well. That's me again? Where's who?
Mary Jane.
Where's Mary Jane? She's working at the hospital.
At the hospital. Okay, hi, Mary Jane. At the hospital.
That's her on.
No, hold on. I'm going to take off my clothes.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Gary. How are you? Happy St. Patrick's Day early. Over.
And here we have Gary Griffith, head of EMS at the Binghamton Fire Department, in charge of all the fire medics, so we all love dearly.
An old Bum Hill resident.
Yes, absolutely. God bless him.
Gary Griffith remembers too.
Yes. Been a long time, but...
Still remembers you.
Yeah, that's good. Hi, John. How are you?
Happy birthday to you.
Carrying the pan into the kitchen.
He's just
Hey,
make sure you mention my name.
And this is Joe Klein,
Hi,
proprietor
Joe.
of Klein's Catering.
Hi, I'm Paulette.
This
Joe.
is
How are you?
Speedy.
Well, let's look at... Oh, my sister will be sick.
Zoom in on the Speedy.
We're zooming in. Zooming in on chicken Speedies.
And they are delicious, as are his salt potatoes. Turn it off. We got to go to the salt potatoes, Paulette.
Wait a minute. Oh, wait. Oh, there's
Oh,
the
yum,
platter.
yum, yum.
Oh, wait a
Yum,
minute.
yum.
Yum, yum. Where's Coco?
We're doing a video. They signed them out. There's no alcohol.
Lucy, where are we now?
Here we are, folks, at the Knights of Columbus, the Binghamton Fire Department's post-parade party. We're impatiently waiting for the Westchester firefighters to play their pipes, especially the one in honor of the fallen firemen. We'll be back with you when they come on. Knights of Columbus bidding farewell to St. Patrick's Day Parade 1993. We're now playing a song in memory of the fallen firemen. a big drum. One of them has a peephole. If one peers into it when one is a little intoxicated, one can see a naked woman. Everybody's toes are tapping to this tune.
Bill. He's so cute. It's Lucy bringing another picture. Up there. Hurry, Lucy, hurry. Bring us our beer. That's Kevin Burns.
Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2.
Since 1968.
I caught that, Kevin.
Okay, girl, here we go. And this jacket still fits you since 1968. It does. It's all the way up to there. Graduated from nursing school. Right, I had baby and a half by then. I graduated the year before Woodstock.
Let's get Gary O'Neill.
Paulette is still zeroing in on the crowd.
I'm getting Gary O'Neill. Fireman extraordinaire.
Singer for Susquehanna Hat Company.
Played at the BC Open last year. Isn't he cute? All the children. There's an O'Neill kid right there.
Check 1, 2. Check. Check 1, 2. Check.
This is Aunt Grace's granddaughter. She works in Lord's ER. There she's waving to us. Her husband's a fireman, huh?
Todd Hart. A rookie. Get Walters, the fervor.
Where?
Walters.
Walter's the pervert. Walters. Nicest spot contest. Best of parade. Mine from BCC Fire State Building Design.
Good evening, Jim the KOC. With Clarence Stone will be with you later on this evening.
Don't we look like room?
Hi, Sue. Here's Irish Mother Superior, Susie Shea, RN, mother of 5 children.
Right. Show us your sweatshirt, Sue.
Wall, a profile.
Oh, wow. Oh, yes, only.
Each year we do shots at the bar the night of Columbus in honor of St. Patrick's Day.
Right. Whoopsie, sweetheart.
The bartender pouring our shots. I want to hear him taking to make sure he's giving us an equal amount. Why don't we have a grade anymore? I don't know. That's a good question. I asked Sally about
Hurry up, Susie. We're running out of film.
last year it was just because she was
tallying up.
Last year Connie was in charge and she got it done.
Can you make some kind of a toast, Susie?
Allie do. We're getting prepared to drink to St. Patrick's Day. Mostly from the BGH site, from some have drifted to our mother hospital, Wilson Memorial. Here's Susie paying the tab. I'll get this.
Lucy, who happens to be a radio
Getting ready to have our toast to St. Patrick's Day. There's Elvis, Dylan Ahern, Union Secretary from 6 BGH.
Susie,
Susie Shea, our Irish Mother Superior, mother of 5 children. From the south side of Binghamton, wife of Officer John Shea, works is the Wilson site, Wilson ER. Sharon! Don't try to escape. Here we have Joanne Saratani, mother of 3 children, all grown, works part-time evenings.
When?
And the general ER, usually when I have a funeral to go to or some festive occasion such as this.
Funerals are us.
And we have Sharon Powell, mother of 2 daughters.
And Jennifer, who I went to school with.
Also works at Binghamton General's emergency room.
Absolutely.
And here we go. Okay. Yeah, be safe,
Oh, that's okay.
Here we go. That's right. Someday, I'll be over there in Binghamton. Hopefully not as a patient, as a video.
Right.
Here's for all the ER nurses.
Yay! And Lucy, who do we have here? I can't see.
Money, please.
My name is Bob.
Bobby, her right here.
Hi, Bob.
Thank you again. Thank you.
Gary.
Everybody knows everybody.
Gary was one of the musical people at the DC Open this year.
That's right.
Can you tell us about that, Gary?
I'm an annual guest at the DC Open. I've been the guest in the medical trailer many times.
Absolutely. Did you get your picture on the new bed this year?
Yeah, no, but I saw my name in the bathroom in the girls' room.
I see. Are you coming back this year? Do you think you'll be back?
Yes, I'll be back this year, yes.
Very good. We'll see you then. Go ahead. Lucy, who do we have here?
Binghamton firefighters and medics.
Oh.
He doesn't think he's going to be a medic too much longer. He's going to take it over.
Lucy, can you tell us where we are?
That's the Columbus Bar. The nurses are on it.
I think it's planet Earth.
Let's not have any medical emergencies tonight.
He does have a tattoo, but we will not look at it today.
I believe, Lucy, that I have a picture of where his tattoo is.
Lucy, baby.
And here we have Harry Lewis, mayor of Johnson City.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Also lives across the street from Julie Olson.
Oh, my God. Julie's neighbor.
Judy's neighbor.
Julie's neighbor.
Yeah, watch out for him.
Good guy.
Yes.
I don't know who that guy was.
He had a nice heart on his side. That's all I know. Let's see, who do we have here? Is this? Whoa. Oh, I love... Wait a minute. I love these sheets. Who is this man?
Trish Newland's husband.
Oh, wait a minute. No, let's...
Here we have Bill Newman, Trish's husband.
Is he still president of the union?
Yes, unfortunately, he is still president.
I love that voice. I still do.
But he's done some good shit.
Yes, he
like
has.
keeping the fire ambulance on the road, which is really important in the city.
Sure is.
We have Kerber and Tommy Burnett. Decided by next I really can't conduct this interview.
But I'll continue
Well,
the
do you
interview.
have any identifying marks on you like Burnett does?
Where are his identifying marks?
On his head. Where else?
I've got a very identifying mark, but I can't expose it here.
I understand. How's your Dalmatian?
Well,
How's Sparky?
Sparky's just fine. Sparky will be 9 years old. This is the dog. This is the dog, yes. He'll be.
Tommy Burnett, star firefighter for Binghamton Fire. And
He'll be 9 the 15th of April.
My favorite firefighter from Binghamton PD.
Do we have anything else to say right now?
Do I have anything else to say right now? I love the fur on the top of your boot.
Thank you. Can we expect the Westchester firefighters to be back? Can we expect the Westchester
Oh,
firefighters?
absolutely. Next March, not a problem. They'll be here every March for eternity.
Do you think there'll be snow next March?
Next March, absolutely not. This was a fluke. We will have 60-degree weather, and we'll be back at the Radman out in the side parking lot.
We will be.
Well,
I miss that, you know.
I'm predicting that.
I miss that.
Although we took a vote this year and the Radman got defeated.
I understand that. Thank you, Bill Newland, Binghamton Fire Department. Mr. Burnett, do you have anything to say for our cameras?
Our cameras.
Do you have anything to give us for our cameras?
And even your identified mark.
I just think everybody ought to have a nice day today.
Mr. Burnett, would you like to meet me in another private area so we can take a picture of that identifying mark?
You got a tattoo on your head? You got it in service.
Yep.
I have a picture of it.
Airlift.
If she picks me up off the road somewhere's on Mangle Left, she's going to say, well, that's him.
What's the tattoo?
What a gal. It's Lucy Brzezinski, staff nurse at Binghamton General ER.
And I love my job.
Signing off.
Fights crime every day of his life.
And Tommy Burnett. He has a two-tap.
He shows up. I'm writing down
I'm zooming. Isn't he cute? He's another BFDer. I love it. Kathy, can we have an interview with you, please? Lucy, would you like to interview these two people? We're on tape now.
I like it. You know, this is my cousin, second cousin, Kathy Park. Husband, rookie firefighter, Bob Park. Talking to Tommy Burnett, who has a tattoo of a little flower on his ass.
God love him. And here's Bill Newland. We'll zoom in on Bill. Bill, show me.
Wayman was afraid that he was going to die, and I said, Mr. Wayman, calm down. The old broads are taking care of you. And we got him fixed up real quick.
That's right. No problems, no nothing.
How do you feel now?
Good.
That's great.
I feel great.
Every
Lord's Hospital, 1978 to 1992, I'm retired.
Get out. You did? She was there when I was there, when I was a student.
Nurse.
Yes, yes.
Oh, forget it. I'm working now at Ford Center for Family Health. Take care of the pregnant mothers.
God bless you. God bless you.
I'm semi-retired.
God bless you.
No weekends, 5 days a week. No weekends.
And Richard. Richard who?
Gilbert.
Gilbert.
Yes.
I thought this was Mr. R, but he's not. This is an indulgent year.
Isn't this a fucking joke?
Someday she's going to show this on Christmas Eve with her family.
Mr. R,
I was with the firemen. Look how intelligent they are.
Old wedding band.
Yeah.
Lucy, can you tell me who this gentleman is?
This is Bob Park, cousin of Aunt Grace's daughter's daughter, Kathy Park. Aunt Grace on Susquehanna Street was taking her while she was standing on her TV and didn't have any fresh cookies.
But I made you.
Some other guy behind Bob Park.
Oh, get on. I don't want to know about this. How's Burnett? Look at this.
But we're going to zoom, Burnett. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. They're boxers. Burnett. Close the door. Close the door.
Well, just put it up there. Just put it up there. Here you go, right there.
This is our surprise snow. It's March 9th, 7:30 a.m. This is what I came home to. It started snowing about... Here comes the car. Started snowing about 9 o'clock last night. And I went over to Sandy's, and when I came back at 9:30, I put a carpet on my windshield, and when I came out I had 1.5 inches of snow. It's real pretty, but there's a lot of power outages because of the heaviness of it. It's a real wet snow. If you listen, maybe you could hear your rooster. There he is. Isn't this pretty? Paul already came and shoveled me out. Oh, there he is again. I'll go down and see if I can get a picture of him. Well, he's a noisy one. He's got 4 hens there. Oh, look at, there's Buddy. Whoops. Whoops. Buddy. Buddy, you like the snow, huh? Where is he? Come on out. Oh, this is so pretty. Buddy. Buddy. Yes. Say hello to your grandpa. Say hello to CJ. Yes. Yes. Yeah, he's so excited. Let's see if I can get over, show you that great big guy. Oh. Boy, is he happy. There's the barn. Where is he? Oh, he knows how to keep in. Oh boy, there he is. Let's zoom in on him. Yeah. Oh, ain't he a beauty? Look at all his harem. Yeah, hi John. I'm the new master of the chicken pen. Here's the geese. Yeah, aren't they pretty? Yep, 19. 19 of them. Let's see if there's any eggs. Nope. Nope. Oh, look at there. I got 2 eggs. I'll come back and get them. About here. Nope. See, Daddy, you had a hard time maneuvering. I gotta be careful. Well, get out of there and show us your stuff. Oh, Daddy, look at. Oh boy, must have been a good night. Look at that. I got 2 in there. Yeah. This is the most I've had. Now here's where I usually get them. In this barrel. Nothing. I'm going to have to go get something from the barn. Come on out! Get out excited there. Come on out. Stretch your stuff, babe. Let's see, I think we're going to call him Charlie. That's for Lori. Look at him, ain't he a beauty? Holy cow. And 1, 2, 3, 4 hens. Look at that, Bruno. King of the roost. Oh, have to go to the barn. Look at this, it's even with the water. Hey Jim, here's Amory's dowry. Amory used to drive that. It should be blossom. Next month. Go on. Come on. Come on, you big old fat cat, you. Come on. Where's your brother? Huh? This is the most snow we've had in years. They're pretty.